Hello everyone, and thank you for joining us today for the Smart Toys competition webinar. My name is Hinda Sameti, and I have today Mariam Al-Mheri with me and Arwa Al-Qasim from C4IR team, and Dr. Abdurrahman Al-Mahmoud, our AI advisor of the project. So before we start, I just want to inform you that this webinar will be recorded. To upload the recording in the Dubai Future Accelerators YouTube channel and to be shared with the interested companies. And as well, you will find it within 2 days of the webinar in our challenge page. So we're taking you through today's agenda. We will have an introduction to C4IR in the UAE. What is C4IR? What is the Smart Toys competition? The program format and the process and the timeline, how to apply for the competition and the application deadline, and at the end we will have the Q&A section. So please, as I mentioned, the Q&A will be held at the end of the webinar, so please go ahead and submit your questions in the chat box, and we will make sure to answer them by the end of the webinar. I will hand over now to my colleague Arwa from C4IR to introduce you to the Center of the Fourth Industrial Revolution.
Hello, everyone. Sorry, we're moving back and forth. So Arwa will be speaking about the Smart Toys Award, but I'll start just to give you a brief about the center. My name is Mariam Al-Mheri, and I lead the Center for the Fourth Industrial Revolution. It's a collaboration between the Dubai Future Foundation and the World Economic Forum. And just a brief overview, what we do at the center is focus on developing policy for emerging technology. And we do that as part of the World Economic Forum's larger mission to share and exchange 4IR knowledge around the world with partners such as governments, other public sector entities, private sector, as well as academia. The center itself here in the UAE was launched in January 2019, and it's considered the first affiliate center in the Gulf region and the first that was launched in the World Economic Forum network. We are a part of a larger network, as mentioned, of 13 different countries. So the countries that you see in black are considered World Economic Forum centers. And then the ones that you see in white are the affiliate centers, which we are a part of. And as being a part of this larger group, we're able to really engage with other countries and learn about their practices, particularly around emerging technology, as well as collaborate with them on other projects. We have 3 different areas that we focus on: blockchain and digital assets, artificial intelligence, and precision medicine. And the projects that you see kind of under each of these are ongoing projects that we're working on within the center. But today we will focus on the artificial intelligence section, given that this project relates to that specifically. I will now hand over to my colleague Arwa, who will go over the Smart Toys competition. She's also the lead on this project and can answer any questions around that. I'm happy to answer any questions afterwards as well. Thank you.
Thank you, Mariam. Welcome, everyone. I will briefly talk about the Smart Toys competition that we've recently launched and very excited about. So in summary, the Smart Toys competition was launched in collaboration with the National Program of Artificial Intelligence and as well as Abu Dhabi Early Childhood Authority. The idea of this competition is to target startups that are working on projects or toys that are targeted for kids that are also enabled by AI. So the idea is to have concepts or prototypes or even products that are in early stages that follow a certain criteria. And we're looking to hopefully also on the later stage, develop these concepts and prototypes further. If we can go to the next slide. So to start, before going into the detailed criteria, we just wanted to identify what is a smart toy. So from our perspective, what we want to focus on for this competition, we're looking at 4 main pillars to look into for this for the toys that we're looking to develop. One is to have it including intelligence by virtue of onboard electronic features, including artificial intelligence. for it to also be a console or mobile connected toy that bridges the physical and digital divide. It also has to be able to react to triggers, learn from interactions, and actually choose the way it behaves with users in accordance with pre-programmed patterns. And fourth, we would like also these toys to focus on four main themes related to first, health and nutrition, family support, child protection, and early care and education in an interactive format. The main elements of the criteria that we're looking to have in these toys are the following four elements. First, as I mentioned before, it should include artificial intelligence. It should be interactive. It should be toys targeted for educational and therapeutic use. And the target audience for these toys is children of determination. So I want to now talk more about the phases of this project. So it's divided into two phases, and I'll talk more about it in the next few slides. So if we can go to the next slide. Yeah, so we have two phases for this competition. The first phase is the call out and concept submission, which is what we've launched a few weeks ago, which is meant to be an open application for all of the startups to apply. Once we are done with this phase, we will be choosing up to 3 startups that will be nominated for the Smart Toys Award in collaboration with the World Economic Forum, which will be held in May. And later on, the winner of that award will move with us to the next phase, which is phase 2, which is the prototype development. So the winner of that award will work with us in the later stage post-June to develop their prototype further in collaboration with Dubai Future Foundation, C4IR, and as well as our partners. Just to go through, the detailed phases that we will have in the first phase of the competition, the stages are divided into 5 stages. The first stage is where we are now, we're receiving all the applications, and then once we close, end of this month, we will have a filtering process that will be done internally. All the successful applications will move to a next stage of judging. They will be reviewed by our judging panel, and then they will be shortlisted into 2 to 3. After the shortlisting, the second shortlisting phase, we will request interview calls with the shortlisted candidates, and then once we choose the successful candidates, they will move into the next phase of being nominated for the Smart Toys Award. For the second phase, which is the prototype development, this will be divided into 2 stages. First, we will be developing the prototypes with our partners and startup. And then the second stage will be testing the prototype with our partners as well. The timeline, the main dates that we have in our timeline is, like we said, on February 21st, we have launched the competition. March 30th, the applications will be closed. We will spend 10 days to shortlist the companies. And then by April, we will have our 2 to 3 finalists move to the Smart Toys Award nominations. And then in May, the Smart Toys Award will be held virtually in collaboration with the World Economic Forum. My colleague Hind now will speak to you more about how the application process works and what you need to know before you apply. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Arwa. So how to apply for the competition? So by visiting the Dubai Future.ae/register, you will be able to create your own future ID. So as you can see, you will add your email, you will select register, add your email, your password, and agree on the terms and conditions of privacy of the policy. Then you will go to your profile, you will fill your email, passwords up to the newsletters. You will get the message of congratulations, you have filled all fields, and now you can proceed to the future ID and access further services, such as applying for the competition. So you will go back to the Discover Future ID, and you will find the add your organization at the bottom of the page. Click on that, add your organization, write it down. If you did not find it, wait a minute. You will get a drop down of create your organization by the name of your organization. Click on it. You will get a confirmation on this, and then you can go forward to the BuyFuture.ae program Smart Toys, and as you can see, click on the login register to apply for the Smart Toys competition, which will take you to the application form. Once you fill the application form fully, you can submit it and you will receive it. So this is it from our side today. We will open the floor for your questions, and please go ahead, unmute your mics. So for the meantime, I would want to mention that we've got some questions regarding the registration fees. There are no registration fees, and we do not require any equity to be part of the competition as well. So we have one question in the chat box. Do I need to be representing an organization or to enter this competition? You have to be under, let's say, an SME, a startup entrepreneur. You have to have a company actually to be able to register. Any other questions? So we have 3 more questions. What is the format of the submission? You mentioned the written application in your presentation. Are there any other requirements like projects or pictures? This will all be mentioned in the application form. Actually, we require a video of your product, prototype, or solution, let's say. But once you register for the Future ID and view the application form, you'll see all the requirements that will allow you to be part of this competition. The next question is, do you accept software company to participate in the competition, or you only accept physical toys? We actually accept the software solutions. So yes. Another question, do I need to have a smart toy ready for the market to join the program? Actually, no, we accept prototype ideas as well. Okay, next question, does the company need to be registered? Yes, it needs to be registered. So we have around 4 more questions. Can I put my university as an organization? No, this is not accepted. You have to have your own organization that is registered either in the UAE or internationally. Next question, what is the process if I am a successful and I'm selected for the award? Maybe Arwa can answer this question.
Yeah, so if you're successful in the competition, you will be notified that you will be nominated for the award. And then on the day of the award, the winner will be announced. So if we have 2 to 3 selected startups that have passed the first phase, that we will find out who the winner is on the day of the award, which will be on the 22nd of May.
Next question. Any specific country? My company is in the US as headquarters, but the operations are in Jordan. It's okay. Would love to have you as an applicant and to join us. Next question, can be a foreigner company startup? Of course.
So as you said, Hind, the competition is open to anyone around the world, and it doesn't have to be a ready-made toy. It could be in a concept phase, it could be in a prototype phase, it could be a product in its early stages. So we're open to all of these options. In terms of what is expected to submit in the application form, you're expected to submit a short summary about your concept and some renderings describing how the product works, and also a 2-minute video, you explaining what your concept is, as well as other questions, basic questions that we will have.
Any other questions before we wrap up? Just give it a minute before we wrap up our webinar today. Okay, thank you all for attending the webinar today. And as I mentioned, and Arwa mentioned, the deadline will be end of this month, 30th of March. And if you have any further questions, please reach out on our email, c4iruae@dubaifuture.gov.ae. And as we mentioned, the webinar will be recorded and uploaded, and you will get an email after the webinar with the recording. You also can visit our YouTube channel and the challenge page on dubaifuture.ae program section.
Thank you, Hind, and thank you everyone for joining us today. You still have time to apply, and we're very excited to look into your concepts. Please spread the word. Let everyone know if you know anyone that could apply to this competition. We would love to see your applications and work with you hopefully very soon.
Thank you. And thank you, Dr. Abdulrahman, for joining us.